If you think that your platform is gonna be a platform they got to come diss my neighborhood, then you're gonna find out what it is. We do that outside, playing like that. So what you doing? You suspect too. At 32, how you get out in 20? You gonna get hurt, bro. Well, who are you? That's gangster. Anybody else do what you know how to do. It didn't make him no money. Oh, you don't like me? Am I not right? Hey, listen. Hold on. What's up? Hold on. Hey, it's time to go.
I'm going out there.
Who put him on?
I ain't know y'all serious like that.
I'm keeping it real.
Damn.
It's emotional.
That's a good clip, Mike.
Opportunity. You tried to be a rapper.
It's crazy.
I'ma ask you one time out of respect to this platform. Chill out. What you mean? You just jumped out your skin.
Wack 100 is no stranger to controversies. His controversy often leads to intense debates and heated exchanges. So today, we're going to highlight some of the most memorable moments when celebrities checked Wack 100. Let's get to it. Number 1. Adam22 confronts Wack 100 over Big U RICO case allegations. The tension was thick on No Jumper when Adam22 confronted Wack 100 over the swirling rumors involving Big U and an alleged RICO case. What started as a typical sit-down quickly took a sharp turn into murky territory. Adam22, known for his unfiltered interview style, didn't hold back. He pressed Wack with laser focus, refusing to let him dance around the topic, determined to uncover the truth, on camera no less.
See,
he thinks you're losing your mind, and he thinks that you might snap and do something to him. His words.
I'm losing my mind. Why does he think that?
He says that you seem angry, irrational, that he just feels like you're kind of on the verge of doing something crazy, and he didn't say it, but it feels like the suggestion is that maybe this is because of the stress that the Big U RICO is putting on you, since you might feel like, since you were so wrapped up in so much of his dealings, that maybe you're next on the feds platter.
What do you mean dealings?
You know, like I'm watching Rich Homie Quan, and he's talking about how when rest in peace, that when he had to come to LA and check in, that it was like you and Big U sort of two men in the situation.
Surprisingly, Wack seemed prepared for the heat, almost as if he knew the ambush was coming. He launched into a full explanation of what really happened that day. His tone was measured, calculated, but here's the real twist. He came loaded with receipts, claims, and controversial questions that tied right into allegations of extortion. One of the very accusations hanging around Big U's name like smoke. Wack, being no stranger to public beef, didn't flinch, but you could feel the room shift.
I think it's at least in part because
it don't even make sense.
Much like Big U, you've kind of gone into detail about a variety of situations that a lot of people are conflating with extortion at this point.
What do you mean by that? What you mean?
It's been supposed, and we don't have to get into the details of every single one of these situations, but it's been, you basically said in the past that Oscar De La Hoya was paying to not have his nude photos or zesty photos released.
Stop right there.
It's been said that you were talking to Nipsey's family about the gay tapes of him not coming out. I don't know if there's money involved in that. It's been suggested that maybe Kim Kardashian at one point, or Kanye, that they were doing stuff for you so that you didn't release more sex tapes of her.
Okay.
That's when Wack flared up. Visibly irritated, he snapped at Adam. The tone of the interview had gone from probing to personal.
Let's start with the first one.
And when academics kind of tried to bring up some of this stuff on the podcast, you got very irate, and you were really kind of screaming at it.
Because y'all dumb.
See, right there.
You're a dummy too. I gotta call you a dummy.
Okay, but
because I'm gonna show you.
But starting with the name calling makes you look more guilty.
No, I'm gonna show you why. Oscar De La Hoya.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to the conversation, I clearly state this is what the attorneys worked out.
Mm-hmm.
See, the minute the attorneys are involved, right? This is not extortion. This is a business deal. Oscar then talked about it openly on Club Shay Shay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the minute you get attorneys involved, see, if you have something, right? That's yours. It's yours. And you got the consent to have it.
But Adam wasn't buying it. He kept digging. If this was all just confusion, then who started the rumors? Where's the paperwork, the names, the proof? His questions were surgical, cutting through Wack's answers with the persistence of someone who wasn't just chasing views. He was chasing clarity.
Sure.
This started on Bootleg Cab, did it not?
I don't remember.
Bootleg Cab said, "What's up with ththese extra tapes I've been hearing about?"
Uh-huh.
I said, "Yeah, it's a couple extra tapes." He like, what you gonna do with him? I said, we would never do anything with him but give him to Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're saying, right?
Okay.
You can pull it up, right? So guess who calls me?
The Kardashians.
Kanye.
Oh, Kanye, okay.
Wack, what up, bro? Man, I seen boom, boom, boom. Yeah, is that real? Yeah. Well, how could I? You said, okay, cool. I'm gonna put you with little bro. Y'all, you know.
This episode wasn't your everyday no-jumper banter. It felt more like a courtroom than a podcast. Number 2, Trap Lord Ross questions Wack 100's fear of Big U. It didn't take long for sparks to fly when UK YouTuber Trap Lord Ross threw out a bold, no-holds-barred accusation during a tense sit-down with Wack 100 and several others.
You know I'm allowing you to question me right now, right?
I appreciate it.
Because you did some punk shit the other day. See, the only difference is you usually do what you did the other day sitting over there in London somewhere, right? And you're not here, right? It's a lot of places you can't go. You send Adam something as if it was a clip of something I did I wasn't supposed to do.
No, he sent me a screenshot of a page from the indictment.
Okay, that's cool.
Where Big U was recorded on a wiretap, basically saying that he punked you out with a whole bunch of people, and it had a quote that he attributed to you, but it wasn't an actual video or recording. This was Big U's version of events.
Hold on. You're the receiver. So since you read everything, right? Tread lightly with this, because I've been telling myself for the last couple minutes not to really do nothing to you, because I know what you was trying to do.
Okay.
So since you so thorough, did you read what Big U said he did to me? No, either you gonna play smart or dumb.
He went from fired up to full-blown explosive.
Keeps putting people in jail. Why you was getting in the ass in there though? No, you got hit. Nigga, the people, hey look, my man's up there told me you got violated. You got violated. The same way you got mushed in the face, kicked in. Why y'all get this dude credit? We watched him on video get mushed in the face, kicked in the ass and chased. You was a buster. Once a buster, always a buster.
No, that's what turned him into a monster.
No, it didn't. He's a buster.
He went to kill
you would never find nothing with mushing me in the face, kicking me in my ass. You was a buster.
By now, it was no longer an interview. It was a verbal war zone.
Again, loose doesn't.
You send him out to fail.
What I'm saying is that really going the extra mile. You know even more than me. You're smarter than the average bear. When you're sitting there on a podcast with a guy, and you're literally like
you're winding him up. You're putting the battery in the back of your little toy soldier to go against your big eye. I say big. You don't do it all the time. No, let's be real. You get the blame for this all the time. You ask a question and it's on who to answer it.
Number 3, Pooh Shiesty's lawyer responds to Wack 100's snitching claims. The hip-hop world was buzzing after Wack 100 claimed that rapper Pooh Shiesty had cooperated with authorities. But before the rumors could spread too far, Shiesty's lawyer, Bradford Cohen, stepped in to shut it all down, calling the accusations completely false and misleading.
His name's in Pooh Shiesty paperwork. Pooh Shiesty talked about 2 in his paperwork because he got 2 co-defendants. In his proffer, he mentioned both of them.
Everything on that paper.
Wack insisted he had paperwork proving that Shiesty had given information to the feds, fueling speculation. Fans were divided. Some believed Wack, arguing that he wouldn't speak without receipts. Others sided with Cohen, pointing out that Shiesty's charges and sentencing didn't reflect any cooperation deal. The back and forth raises a bigger question. In an industry where snitching allegations can ruin careers, how much responsibility do influencers like Wack 100 have when making such claims?
That fat, bald-headed, irrelevant ass always voice his opinion on mine ass. About John Gangster, cuz. I ain't snitched on no, never been break the fold. Why you think my nigga ain't got no break? Why you think he ain't bounce back out like the rest of these rappers? You talking about taking it to the check? You cooperate with rats, nigga. You deal with rats. Come on, man. What are you even speaking on, guy?
Number 4, Jay Stone claps back at Wack 100 over Nipsey Hussle comments.
I felt like Nipsey's a legend.
Y'all keep changing it. They asked me about music. I feel Dr. Dre's a legend. I feel Ice Cube's a legend. I feel Game's a legend. I feel Jay-Z's a legend. I don't listen to Eminem, but I feel Eminem's a legend.
Right.
I'm looking at their body of work, right? Is it 1 album? Is it 15 albums?
Right.
Is it no number ones? Is it 10 number ones? So if we calling these people legends that have this body of work, talking music, do we call an individual that had 1 album out It's 7 years when he talking mixtapes.
Right.
Do we call that individual a legend? Truth can never be considered disrespect. You got to remember, me and Nipsey was friends, bro.
Right.
What you talking about? Like, we helped that man's career. Like, wasn't no fucking beef for me and Nipsey.
Things got heated when Jay Stone, a longtime friend of Nipsey Hussle, called out Wack 100 for what he saw as blatant disrespect toward the late rapper. The tension between the two had been building, but this latest confrontation added more fuel to the fire.
Hey, top of the morning, straight up. Hey, any of you that will Wack 100 or sit down with cuz and laugh in his face and be cool, and all you talking about y'all got love for Hustle, cuz don't with me. Already start unfollowing, bro. It's no way in hell cuz you got love for Hustle and say y'all with Nip and all that, but then y'all go sit down with Wack 100 and laugh in his face and don't check cuz about saying shit about Nip. You got me up, bro. I'm done with y'all, bro. Straight up. Don't talk to me.
Jay Stone didn't hold back, making it clear that he wasn't going to tolerate any slander against his fallen brother. "You keep talking crazy on Nip's name like we ain't listening," he said. "You wasn't even rocking with him like that." Wack, known for his controversial takes, stood his ground. "I just speak the truth," he responded, dismissing the idea that he owed anyone an apology. "I don't sugarcoat nothing." But Jay Stone wasn't satisfied. He accused Wack of spreading false narratives about Nipsey, saying, "You wasn't in their trenches with us. You ain't got no right to speak on him." The conversation quickly escalated, with both men trading sharp words. This feud isn't just about words. It's about loyalty, respect, and the weight of a rapper's legacy. Did Wack cross the line, or is he just keeping it real? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Number 5. Gucci Mane disses Wack 100 in Bluffin track. Gucci Mane just sent a shot straight at Wack 100, and fans are already buzzing about it. In his latest track, Bluffin, Gucci made it crystal clear he's not about the internet drama, rapping, "I ain't arguing on no internet. I'm not Wack 100.
I run my M's up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100. I ain't arguing on no internet. I'm not Wack 100. Miami no shirt just to show off the tats on my stomach. Been 18 years later and my stock still ain't plummet. Had to bet on myself and made something from nothing."
The bar was a direct jab at Wack's reputation for engaging in online feuds and heated debates on platforms like Clubhouse and Instagram Live. And if history tells us anything, Wack doesn't take these kinds of shots lightly. Fans quickly took to social media, debating whether Wack would respond. Some saw Gucci's line as a subtle but effective dig, while others predicted Wack would fire back, probably with a long rant calling out Gucci. But his response on No Jumper wasn't what we expected.
How did you feel? Have you ever had any real interaction with Gucci Mane prior to him throwing your name in a song recently?
Yeah, that's bro.
Okay. He said, "I'm not going back and forth on the internet. I'm not Wack 100.
Yeah, that's bro.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, he can do that.
Okay.
Because I know.
You've been around him?
Yeah. I know that sincerely he respects me. So if he needs to throw my name in the song, he didn't say he's a bitch, he's this, he's that. He said the truth.
What's your take? Was this a lighthearted jab or the start of a new hip-hop feud? Drop your thoughts below. Wack 100 continues to be one of hip-hop's most controversial figures. Whether you love him or hate him, one thing's for sure, he always seems to find himself in the middle of the drama. We hope you guys enjoyed this one. Help us out by liking, sharing, and commenting. And make sure to check out these other videos. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you know when we upload new content. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.